Good morning, this is Ashley. And in Romans 11:22, we're given a curious command. We're told to consider the kindness and the sternness of God. It's my opinion that most people feel comfortable with either one or the other. Sort of a default. Either we're more comfortable thinking about how kind and gentle Jesus is, or we're more comfortable thinking about how holy he is and how stern he is and how he's going to come and defeat all the evil we see. And sometimes churches can lean one way or the other too. A good way to discern if you're in a healthy church is if both the kindness and the sternness of God are on display. Because the good news of the gospel is only good if we know why it's needed. But I was thinking about that verse today, and even just how we are made in God's image, and we have complex natures. You know, we are both rejoicing and sorrowful. We oftentimes can feel things simultaneously, even opposing emotions. And we're made in his image. He's both kind and stern. There are two passages that I think really illustrate this part of him. One in the Old and one in the New, that are conducive to a short video like this. I wanted to share them. In this one, it's in Luke chapter 12 in the New Testament. Jesus is about to talk to a crowd of thousands of people, but first he's talking to his disciples. And he says, starting in verse 4 of chapter 12, "I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body, and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after the killing of the body, has power to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows." You know, with that command, consider his kindness and his sternness. Depending on where you're at right now, one of those attributes or the other of his is worth looking at and meditating on, because you may be in a place where you are grieving over a lack of justice in your life. Some wrong was committed against you, a crime was committed against you, and the perpetrator is still on the loose. Meditating on the sternness of God and the holiness and the justice of God, on his angles, so to speak, can bring such comfort to your heart and conviction also. Because a lot of times the very things that we are grieving about that others have done to us, we've done. But also, it may be that you are in a place where you're a bruised reed, or you feel like a smoldering wick, and the Bible says he won't put out a smoldering wick or break a bruised reed. He's both terrifying and strong and gentle and lowly. And in this verse, it's told, or his disciples are being told, Jesus is talking, like, don't be afraid of man. Man does have the power to kill your body, but God has the power to throw your soul into hell. So he should be feared above all things. It's kind of like what's spoken also in Romans. If God is for you, who can be against you? But right on the heels of Jesus telling them, fear God who can throw your soul into hell, he says, basically, there's so many little sparrows. I mean, I see them at our house by the droves. And God knows every single one of those little sparrows. And he knows every single hair on your head. And then Jesus says, don't be afraid. So he says, be afraid and don't be afraid. Here's another verse. I love this one in Isaiah chapter 8. It says, starting in verse 12, it says, "Do not call conspiracy everything these people call a conspiracy. Don't fear what they fear, and don't be frightened. The Lord your God is the one you are to regard as holy. He is the one you are to fear. He is the one you are to dread, and he will be a sanctuary." It goes on, but I memorized that portion because it reminded me so much of our culture, our political culture especially. The right says the left has a conspiracy and that it's them. The left says the right has all kinds of conspiracy and it's them. And above all of the clamor and all of the talking heads, God is enthroned above all of the earth. And he's saying, don't call conspiracy what these people are calling conspiracies. Like, don't fear what the worldly man fears. Not that we're supposed to be indifferent or we're not supposed to pray, but that it's not supposed to be the driving interest and fixation of our hearts on this earth, because he is on the throne and in control. And we're told, like, don't fear what the world is afraid of. Don't clamor over what the world is clamoring over. Don't fixate on what Fox or NPR is fixated on. Be interested. Or my dad, he knew this, I think it was this Italian man who owned a restaurant. I think it was him. He would say, care but don't care that much. Care but don't care that much. Don't fixate on what the world fixates on. The Lord your God is the one you are to regard as holy. He is the one you are to fear. He is the one you are to dread. And he will be a sanctuary. I think that C.S. Lewis really painted a good picture of this kindness and sternness in his character Aslan. When asked if he was safe, it's like, of course he's not safe, but he's good. And so I just wanted to share that this morning. Just consider both God's kindness and his sternness. He's not safe, but he's so good. He's the one who can rend the heavens and come down, and who will return one day, not as the gentle, lowly shepherd, but with eyes of blazing fire. But he is also the one who opens his hand and feeds every little tiny baby bird on this earth, and the one who will not break a bruised reed. He is our great and heavenly gemstone, multifaceted, worthy of turning around and seeing all of his angles and thinking about them. Have a blessed day.